Welcome to another drawing from Let's Have Fun Drawing Together. Let's dive right into today's story.
Mickey Mouse and the Mystery of Lost Time. Mickey Mouse was known for his adventurous spirit and generous heart, always surrounded by his friends, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, and Pluto. He was the first to respond when someone needed help. One day, while walking through the quiet village of Mousepond, Mickey noticed something strange. The clock in the main tower had stopped. The clock in the tower had never stopped before. It was the beating heart of Mousepond, telling the time for everyone and playing melodies that filled the air with joy. Mickey immediately decided to investigate. He gathered his friends and headed to the tower. Chapter 1. The mystery deepens. When they arrived at the tower, they found the caretaker, Mr. Tick-Tock, visibly agitated. "I can't understand what happened," he exclaimed. "All the gears are in place, but the hands don't move." Mickey bent down to examine the mechanism. Everything seemed fine, but a faint blue glow caught her eye. A small, shiny key lay on the floor. "This doesn't belong to the clock," Mickey said, showing the key to his friends. Minnie looked at the key closely. "It looks like magic," she said, noticing intricate symbols carved into its surface. "We need to find out where it leads." They decided to take the key to Professor Von Drake, Mouse Carton's most brilliant inventor, to ask for his help. On the way, however, they noticed that the village seemed strange. People were moving more slowly, almost as if time itself had slowed down. Chapter 2. The Discovery of the Portal. Professor Von Drake examined the key with excitement. "This, my dear friends, is no ordinary key. It is a time key. It can open portals to other moments in time and space." His friends were astonished. "So this key could explain why the clock stopped and why time seems strange?" Minnie asked. "Exactly," Von Drake replied. "Someone must have used the key to interfere with the natural flow of time. You must find the portal that opened it and close it." With the help of a tracking device built by the professor, Mickey and his friends followed the key's trail to an old abandoned warehouse. There, hidden in the shadows, they found a glowing portal. "We must go through it," Mickey said determinedly. "It's the only way to save Mousetown." Chapter 3. A Journey to the Past. Stepping through the portal, they found themselves in an ancient version of Mousetown, about 100 years earlier. The village was different, with stone streets and gas lamps. The friends looked around in wonder, but they knew they had a mission. Wednesday, they noticed that the clock in the tower was still here too, and the same magical key was glowing in the mechanism. Before they could get closer, they were interrupted by a mysterious individual in black robes. "Who are you, and what are you doing here?" the man asked in a deep voice. He introduced himself as the Keeper of Time, who was in charge of protecting the time stream. Mickey explained the situation and showed the key. The Keeper nodded. "Someone is playing with time. I will help you, but you will have to go through 3 tests to prove that you are worthy of correcting the mistake." The first test was to solve an ancient puzzle. After some thought and teamwork, the friends managed to find the solution and earn the Keeper's trust. Chapter 4. The Journey to the Future. After fixing the clock in the past, the Keeper of Time led them to a new portal, which took them to a future version of Mousetown. Here, the village was full of skyscrapers and advanced technology. But even in this time, the clock was stopped. The friends noticed that something was wrong. A group of robots seemed to be patrolling the area, monitoring every movement. Goofy, trying to avoid the robots, stumbled upon an old journal that seemed to belong to a descendant of Mr. Tick-Tock. The journal contained clues on how to repair the clock, but also a warning about a mysterious individual called the Time Disruptor. Following the instructions, Mickey and his friends found the time mechanism in the future and repaired it. But the Time Disruptor suddenly appeared, trying to stop them. Thanks to teamwork and a clever distraction created by Pluto, they managed to defeat it and close the portal to the future. However, they knew it wasn't over. There was still one last journey to make. Chapter 5. The Keeper's Challenge. Back in the present, the Keeper of Time appeared again. "You have shown great courage and skill," he said. "But there is one final obstacle. You must face the heart of time itself." The Keeper led them to a secret room hidden beneath the clock tower. In the center of the room was a huge mechanism, surrounded by glowing runes. This is the time core, he explained. To reactivate it, you will need to synchronize your hearts with the flow of time. Mickey and his friends gathered around the core, following the keeper's instructions. They focused their positive energy and desire to save Mousepinton. After a moment of intense light, the core reactivated, and the clock in the tower began to tick again. Chapter 6. The Mystery Complicates. As the group prepared to celebrate, a new portal suddenly opened in the secret room. From the portal emerged a familiar figure, the Time Disruptor, but this time with a more enigmatic than threatening air. "I'm not here to fight," he said, raising his hands in a peace sign. "There's something you still don't understand. The flow of time is not linear, and what you did had unforeseen consequences." The Keeper of Time looked puzzled. "What consequences do you mean? Who have fixed time?" The Disruptor replied. "But in another timeline, something catastrophic is about to happen. If you don't act now, everything you've done will be in vain." Mickey looked at his friends, determined. "Then we must act. We can't let something destroy everything we love." The Disruptor explained that the new threat came from an ancient relic, the Chrono Crystal, which had been awakened by an anomalous temporal energy. To seal the relic, they would have to take another journey, this time to a realm outside of time itself. Chapter 7. The Timeless Realm. Stepping through the portal, Mickey and his friends found themselves in a surreal place, where the sky changed color every second, and the laws of physics seemed to not exist. The Chrono Crystal floated in the center of a platform, surrounded by fragments of frozen time. "We need to deactivate it before it explodes," Minnie said, reading from an ancient text the Disruptor had given them. "But we'll need a combination of wits and courage." The friends divided the tasks. Goofy and Pluto distracted the temporal entities protecting the crystal, while Mickey and Minnie tried to decipher the code to seal it. Donald, with his stubborn determination, managed to find a weak spot in the energy field surrounding the crystal. After moments of tension and teamwork, they managed to deactivate the Chrono Crystal, restoring stability to the flow of time. However, as the timeless realm began to dissolve, the Disruptor made one final sacrifice, helping them return to their world. Chapter 8. Return to Mousetown. Back in the present, Mickey and his friends were greeted with joy by the citizens of Mousetown. The clock in the tower struck loud and clear, and time finally seemed to have returned to normal. The Keeper of Time appeared one last time. "You saved not only your world, but the flow of time itself. You are true heroes." Mickey smiled, looking at his friends. "We couldn't have done it without each of us. Working together is what makes us strong." With a new understanding of the importance of time and teamwork, the friends headed home, ready for their next adventure. And so, Mousetown returned to its vibrant normalcy. But the echoes of their exploits remained, an everlasting reminder of their bravery and friendship.
Thank you for watching. Watch another video on our channel. Let's have fun drawing together, where another unique character embarks on a new adventure.